Yeah, what's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, Straight Briggs here on this beautiful money making Tuesday here with the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. Another drill, man. We're live 365. Just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Today, is it 15 games from baseball or 16? See,
16.
16. We got the doubleheader today. So 16 from Major League Baseball, 5 from the dub, 21 in total. Yeah, I know what time of the year it is. College football starts on Saturday, coming out of the dog days. What a week. What a week. What a week. August seems to be flying right on by. Be in September, the fall, before we know it. Chris, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Like you said, full card of action today. Kind of just been trying to sift through it. Yesterday, 1-on-1 day. Unfortunately, couldn't hit the play of the day. Got shafted in that Phillies game, or sorry, not Phillies, that Padres game. And yeah, a little bit surly after that. Can't get fan interference right, and it would prove to be a costly home run that happened anyways. But that's fine. It's in the past. We're gonna move on to today. Got a couple plays I really like on the board, ready to take down the books, make some money.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm coming off a solid day, my first solid day in a minute. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt good to be, you know, coming off a good day at 5 plays. Yesterday went 4-1. My loser was my Rangers. I don't even know why I bet them. Honestly, I don't even know why. The team is done. That team is fucking cooked. Stick a fork in them. I'm so tired of that damn team. Poverty. They lost yesterday to the Royals, but I hate everything else. The reason I did play them yesterday was plus money, and they coming off a good win in the last one, and I thought they would keep some momentum rolling forward. They've been good in low scoring games, so plus money kind of is what tempted me to do it. But I had the under in that game, cashed that. I had the Pirates as the play of the day. Skeens bounce back. I told y'all about that yesterday. He did come through for us. Pirates actually came through. Bengals cashed me out in the preseason. Been seeing the preseason really well of recent. Cashed 3 in a row in the play of the day and that. There was one more in there. There was another one. It was the Rockies. That's who it was. The Rockies. I had them 2.5 at plus money, man. I wish I would have had them outright plus money. God damn. Be telling y'all about fading them Dodgers, especially on the road, man. It's super fun. Super fun. Yeah, that was the one on the show that I wear on the chin. I didn't have it officially. I gotta stop fading them, bro. I just gotta stop. Those Brewers are just hot. I actually like the Cubs in both games today. Do I do it? Or do I need to stop? Yeah.
I'm telling you as a friend.
Stop.
Okay, don't go for the sweep today, but I think they get at least one. I'll tell you. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you which one I think they get later on. But
fair. Somebody said, Jay, get off the Miami train. I know that team, bro.
You gotta understand, there's certain old habits die hard.
I didn't have them officially yesterday. I did not. I did not have them officially yesterday, but I did take them on the show as I do every day.
Yeah.
And they did yesterday the same thing they do every day. Jump out to a lead, have a good lead, and then like that 5th, 6th, they get blown up every time. So here's what it was with that team. No, the Bengals beat them up 31-17. It was the final score in that.
Cash the over.
Yeah. Joe Burrow had a hell of a highlight, a negative highlight. He thought he was, I don't know who he thought he was on that. If you ain't seen that play, go watch it. It's pretty funny. He thought he was Lamar or something. I don't want to see that from you, Joe. Throw that ball away, please. Need you full season. Joe Shiesty. What were you finna say though, Chris?
No, I was just gonna say I hope that's not a sign of things to come for this Commanders defense this season. Is 79 points in your first 2 preseason games allowed is not where you want it to be. But again, it's second stringers, so we'll see. But
I hope that is a sign of things to come in Washington. Washington's a team that's really high on my fade list this year. They're a team I have taken a major step back. I know it sounds crazy saying that about a team that was in the NFC Conference Championship game last year, a team as young as they are. But I think they had a lot of really fortunate things go their way last year that are really likely to bounce the other way. The NFL is the king of, the very next year being something completely opposite than the year before. Half the teams don't make the playoffs that made it the year before every year. I think the division overall got better than Washington's in. Sophomore slump likely on the horizon for Jaden Daniels. More film out there on Jaden Daniels. We'll see. We'll see. Looking to fade them boys, though. But here's a silver lining for Commanders fans out there. I wouldn't read too much in the preseason at all with Dan Quinn because and that's a huge reason why I was on the Bengals yesterday, is Dan Quinn has never cared about the preseason, ever. Look at his preseason record as a head coach. He's only won 1 game max every single preseason he's been a head coach. 1. So there's a couple offers in there. There's a lot of 1 and 3s. He does not give 2 shits about preseason. So it's a little silver lining for you Commanders fans that your defense might not nearly be as bad as what they've looked like in the preseason. We'll see. I did see that this morning, Justin. I tweeted about it a second ago. Chris, the Colts came out and named their starter.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all already know. Play that I'm playing week 1. Got to. Daniel Jones, INT.
INT. I had 2 INTs.
Sign me up.
Okay, hold on. Now I got to see if there's a price on it. God damn it.
Daniel Jones, INT. Sign me up.
100%.
This morning they named him the starter.
You know why they call him Danny Dimes, right? Or they're going to start calling him Danny Dimes because that's what he's going to be begging for outside the stadium when he doesn't have a job in October. Let's see. Do we have the?
I'm the biggest interception here. Let me see. I wonder if they got odds on it already. Let me see.
I'm looking right now.
It might be a little early, but man, I'm telling you, I'm on that shit like white on rice.
Do we have week 1? Let's see. Cold. No, nothing yet. Oh, wait, there it is. 2 interceptions, minus 250.
Minus 250.
I'm kidding.
Whoa.
They don't have it yet. They're trying to hold off giving away free money. You know when you see those super boosts that are minus like 10, that you bring minus 10,000 down to even money? That's the Daniel Jones interception prop eventually. If I can have like one of those special props where it's like Daniel Jones' first pass to be an interception, I would take that in a heartbeat.
I'm not mad at that. He's that type of guy. Hold on. Let me. For his career, Mr. Jones. Let's bring up.
Jones.
He has 47 INTs.
Okay.
Man, I miss Daniel Jones. And really, if you can bet the turnovers, I'm not mad at the turnovers either because he got 15 fumbles too. So he only has 70 touchdowns. So what's 47 plus 15?
62.
He only has 8 more touchdowns than turnovers. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Love me some Daniel Jones.
So you want to see the thing? Let's talk about the 2022 season. If I talked about the 2022 season, the whole comment section would tear me apart for living in the past. Let's not live in the past with Daniel Jones, who looks like he's bringing potato salad to the picnic. Like, let's come on now.
The Colts are favored week 1 over the Dolphins, -2.5. They're home.
Dolphins reverse.
It's going to be interesting. Speaking of interesting, start our day.
I was confused for a second.
Start our day. Major League Baseball. Got the Cubs and the Brewers. Game 1. In this matchup, it features Boyd and Patrick for game 1. Cubs minus $1.45. Actually, this line I feel like it's growing. I think I see $1.50 popping up. We got the Astros and the Tigers. Mama that man, the best player, the best pitcher on the planet. Tariq Scuba, he's on the mound. Got the Astros on the other side. Hunter Brown, he's out there. Tigers minus $1.60 in this one. I'm actually kind of surprised at the price. We got the Cardinals and the Marlins. Marlins $1.50. Cabrera versus McGreevy. This line has grown since. And we have the Blue Jays and the Pirates. Max Scherzer versus Mitch Keller. This line has grown a little bit too. Damn, all the lines have grown this morning a little bit. It's crazy. This is $1.60 now. This is $1.50 now. This is $1.60 still. And this is, I'm actually seeing $1.60 here. Chris, how you feeling to start the day, my man?
The two that I'm looking at here, and we'll talk about Brewers Cubs quickly. It's not a game I'm rushing to bet, but I think that if there's a game where the Cubs win in this doubleheader, it's this one. If it was originally the matchup of Brandon Woodruff against Matthew Boyd, I'd be taking the Brewers there. But I think with this matchup, I like the over. Because realistically, Matthew Boyd still a lefty, and obviously, and if you look at the Brewers' numbers during this win streak, they've been smacking left-handed pitching. So, for me, I think the price is where it is because Boyd has been really, really strong at home. But I like the over 7.5. I think we get some runs in this one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Marlins. Only because I like Edward Cabrera in this spot at home. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot to like about the Marlins in their current form. But Cabrera's been solid at home. The Cardinals, as of late, have a really high strikeout rate against right-handed pitching. Cabrera, I would look at an Edward Cabrera strikeout prop. I think that's a good look. So I'll lean towards the Marlins here. And I'll take the Blue Jays and bounce back. This is the best that Max Scherzer has looked in a Blue Jay uniform. Granted, there's not a huge sample size to work with, but yeah. But the thing is that I don't know how much damage the Pirates are going to do against Scherzer. And what's been the problem for Mitch Keller? Why is his record not as good as how he's pitched? Because a lot of times, we've talked about it, him, Skeens, who has a great record but still a sub-2 ERA, because they don't get run support. And I think that could prove to be an issue here. If you can get to this Blue Jays bullpen, maybe, but for me, the Pirates bullpen is still the less trustworthy of the two. So I think that the Pirates, got done yesterday behind Skeens. I think the Blue Jays get their bounce back here. I'm going to take the Blue Jays.
I told you already, I lean Cubs in both games. Maybe I'm the sucker The reason I leaned Cubs in both games is Cubs have been a different team, monster and animal at home at the crib. I just don't think this long since sustained winning streak. I know they have the one loss in there, but then they bounced back yesterday. I think there's going to be room to be on the other side of the Brewers. And I think, honestly, they're dogs in both games for a reason. I know I said this yesterday, and they still came out with Freddie P, got the job done. Patrick is not Freddie P, though. And I think the Cubs have a better day from the plate today. Lean Cubs for me in game one. I wish I was getting a much better price. Don't love the $1.45. Scooble, Mama That Man, the best pitcher on the planet, is on the mound today. Shout out Paul Skeens, though. He is number 2. He did get cash from me yesterday. Shout out Paul Skeens. But Mama That Man's on the mound today. I see a lot of people on the Astros today, and I get it. I understand why. Hunter Brown at this price, Astros at this price doesn't pop up all that often. Scooble hasn't been as good as you would think. Doesn't matter to me, though. I think the Tigers are in good form overall. The Tigers are the better team, and they have the best pitcher on the planet on the mound. Wish the line was a little shorter. But in a spot like this today, kind of like what I said with Skeens yesterday in the bounce back outing, I kind of love Scooble here in the bounce back outing. You know, when you're one of the best, you usually bounce back. And I think Scooble has one of his best outings of the season probably today. Blanks the Astros. Lean towards the under. But I think the price here tells you what you need to know. Give me the Tigers. I trust the Tigers bats more as well. Didn't they put up, what was the final score yesterday? 10-0. Like, stop hating on the Tigers. That's all I'll be telling everybody every day. Stop hating on the Tigers.
Stop hating on the Brewers.
Fuck the Brewers. I'm taking the Marlins pretty much every day. I already told y'all this, so you can do with that what you want. I don't love it not getting plus money, but the Cardinals are not a good baseball team. You know, especially offensively. When you look at how you can look at a lot of numbers and see how bad the Cardinals have been offensively recently. I know they looked okay yesterday, but I think Cabrera has a solid outing today. Blanks, not necessarily blanks him, but has a really, I trust him at home, is all I'm saying. I trust Cabrera at home. I don't trust the Cardinals offense. I know the Marlins have been shaky, is being generous. They've been bad over the last 2 weeks. It's a reason why my numbers over the last 2 weeks look the way they look. It's because I like them today, though. Just like I like them every day. Yep. Their offense is actually playing all right. Marlins. And I'm on the ace, the all-star. I'm sorry, Chris.
It's okay. Not my problem.
I'm sorry. I'm on the Pirates. They cashed me out yesterday. I'm going back to them. We got the Jays out of Rogers. You know, Rogers is where they've been dominant this year. And I think this is just a sneaky little series to back Pittsburgh. Mitch Keller's not a bad starting option. He just hasn't gotten a lot of run support. I actually think that, you know, Scherzer can be touched up here. Pause.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to everyone else.
Letting y'all know my thoughts, man. If you like the Jays, bet the Jays today.
I'm just talking shit because they're
No,
my
I'm
Jays.
sorry for comments.
I was just like, I'm just talking shit because they're my Blue Jays.
No, yeah, I know.
But
And they're my Blue Jays too. They're still a hype.
What? Hey.
It's still my Jays too, man. I just don't like them today. I just don't like this series for them on the road in Pittsburgh. I haven't seen that one in a minute.
Can give everyone motion sickness for everyone pulling stuff up on and off the screen.
All right. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Let me see what the Jays got coming up quickly.
They got another road series.
Ah, man. I'm on y'all ass the next two series. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
No, y'all got Knicks. I just told y'all what I'm doing. So
hold on, I gotta remember. Give me a sec here.
And then I'll be back on the Jays the following series. And then the series after that. Ooh, it's lining up for me. I'm fading the Blue Jays this series and the next. And then the two series after that, I'm riding with them.
Oh wait, I think I remember now. Hold on. Yeah, get out of here. You know what happens when you put when you have a fish in water and you see a bird coming in? It's gonna look like National Geographic all over again. Some shit.
Just let y'all know my thoughts, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Marlins gonna get y'all boys next series. Then y'all gonna go back home. Twins. That's a 3-game sweep. And then y'all got the Brewers coming in. Ooh, yes.
The Marlins are gonna get us with what? So what exactly the Marlins gonna be getting us with?
Yeah, we'll see. The Fiends gonna get y'all, man.
I'll make a serious bet with you on that one.
We can.
Go double nothing on Chick-fil-A.
We can. We got the Mets and the Nationals. This is Jake Irvin versus Peterson. We have the Mariners and the Phillies. This is. He's back? Why do the Mariners got all my pitchers, bruh? Damn.
Bryce Miller.
Rotation, bruh. I just love it. Just love it. Just wish their offense was better. Bryce Miller, he's back. He been some shit this year, but I still believe in the kid. On the other side is the most underrated pitcher in baseball, though. Christopher Sanchez. Phillies, $1.85 in that one. We have the Orioles and the Red Sox. Walker Buehler versus Sagano. And we have the Braves and the White Sox. Elder versus Shane Smith. Start here. I feel like we have to be on the White Sox here. Shane Smith, the best option for the White Sox. White Sox looked good last night offensively, and I definitely think they can get to Elder. Definitely think they can get to Elder. So can't pass up plus money with the White Sox tonight. Also like an over in this game. I'm cool on Orioles, Red Sox. It's a tough series. And I told y'all yesterday, the Orioles are, now that they're cooked, they're done, they're finito. Now they're dangerous. Playing the spoil role. They're dangerous in the spoil role. My biggest beef with the Orioles, I tell you all the time, is more often than not they're overrated, overvalued. Now that they're done cooked finito, they're not, and you're catching them at good prices. Talent wise, they got the talent a lot of other teams have, and that's why a lot of times they're overrated and overvalued. Now that they're done cooked and getting like this plus 125, fuck it. I'm a lean Orioles. I got to lean Orioles here. I know how hot the Red Sox have been, but the Orioles are dangerous right now. They're dangerous. I don't know what to expect from Mr. Miller first game back. I'm gonna take the Phillies here. I'm gonna just go straight up money line, a little wimpish. Um, it be like that sometimes. So Phillies are just a better team. Mariners are not in good form. I don't think their bats do anything here on the road, especially in a start like this against Sanchez. Sanchez bounced back his last outing, looked good. I think he'll look good tonight. Um, it's really not hard to pitch to the Mariners, you know, as long as you don't pitch to Cal Raleigh and Julio, you're fine. Like, and if the other players do beat you, then they beat you. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept to understand. Um, and I'm cool here on Mets Nationals. How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm going to lean towards the Orioles there as well. For me, it just boils down to not wanting to lay minus 130 with Walker Bueller. Do I think that the Orioles are going to be dangerous down the stretch? Probably not, or at least I don't think they're going to be a threat. But they're not going to lose every game. And Sagano's had a couple of decent outings. I think this is a decent value spot on Baltimore. I'm going to go Phillies run line. Miller ERA over 6 on the road this season. He didn't look good in his rehab starts in terms of keeping the ball in the yard. He gave up a lot of home runs. Christopher Sanchez really solid at Citizens Bank. The Phillies as a team 9-1 in his 10 starts. They've just been lights out with Sanchez on the bump at home. So I'll take the Phillies in that one. I lean White Sox just because I'm not laying minus 157 with Bryce Elder, but realistically, it's not a game I'm rushing to bet. And like you said, I'm cool on Mets Nationals. So
Fair enough. We'll keep it rolling. We have the Yankees and the Rays. Carlos Rodon versus Shane Baz. We have the Athletics and the Twins. Lopez versus Joe Ryan. We have the Rangers and the Royals. Kelly versus Lugo. And we have Brewers Cubs game 2. Woodruff versus Talion. Where Talion been? This is his first start back in a minute.
I think so. Or he first or second start back.
No, that's his first one back in a minute. 6:29 was his last start.
Yeah.
I knew I hadn't said his name in a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. I cover baseball every day now. Every fucking day. So
realistically, like
Man.
2 years ago, would you have pegged yourself to be covering baseball every day? Would you have thought you were going to?
No. Like, that's why it'd be funny when people kill me about baseball. Because I be telling y'all, bro, like I didn't.
Just like hockey.
Yeah.
Like, hockey was never really big. I don't think it was on your radar until recently, no?
And I'm only betting 3-4 games in baseball a day max, but we cover all 15. I'm just here to let y'all know my thoughts and opinions, and maybe you could take something from that. That'd be the thing. But they'd be like, Jay's fucking ass at baseball. I never claimed to be an expert. Y'all know where I dominate at, man. Football and basketball, man. Y'all know where I dominate at. But I'm still here cooking it up, man. I do have the time, energy, and effort to look at these things, and I'll just be trying to tell y'all my thoughts and opinions, man. Trying to tell y'all my thoughts. So that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. Chris, we want to hear your thoughts and your opinions on these 4 games in this slot. How we feeling?
Yeah. All you need to know about Jamison Tyone.
That's fair.
That's all you need to know. Huge problems with keeping the ball in the yard. He's got huge problems with this Brewers rotation as well. This is where I would say you're looking at a Brewers victory. If you're not taking the Brewers to sweep, this is the game that I think you have to take the Brewers, because Brandon Woodruff has been lights out since rejoining the Brewers rotation. Every bit as good as advertised. He did have a shorter start last time. I think the Brewers were trying to keep a limit on his innings or his pitches. They pulled him after 4 with 65 pitches, but he's still just been really, really strong. Tyone took the loss each of his last 3 starts before going on the IL. His lone start at home against these Brewers, 4 innings, 5 runs, a pair of home runs. Yeah, I can't get there with Jamison Tyone. The Brewers have been better against lefties, but I still think they'll be good enough in this game. So give me the Brewers in this one. But again, make sure that you're checking these double headers for the pitching matchups, because at one point I saw Woodruff, but there were no props on Woodruff. So just take that for what it is. But the other one I like here, I'm going to go with the Rangers. I just think that if there's a spot where you have to basically put your big boy pants on and get to work, you got to do it against Seth Lugo, who has been borderline dog shit in the last month, basically since the All-Star break. His last 3 starts at 10.66 ERA. He's just been getting absolutely crushed. The problem for the Rangers in a lot of these recent games has been the bullpen. But this is why you bring in a guy like Merrill Kelly, a guy that can eat up 6, if he's solid, 7 solid innings, and not have to hand the ball over too much to the bullpen. But I do think that this is a spot where I'd want to back the Rangers, just as a fade of Seth Lugo more than anything else. So, give me the Rangers.
I would lean Rangers, but this team is done. This team is cooked. Fuck them.
Give them a little bit more credit. They're not completely cooked.
Oh, bro, it's over with. And I'm the only one on the planet.
Are you doing what I was doing with the reverse jinx, where it's just like
maybe that's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working because they're actually cooked. That's the thing that y'all don't give me credit for. Y'all, everybody just say I'm a homer. And that is true, but a lot of times my teams are good. When they're not good, though, I tell y'all they're not good. The Cowboys last year were not good. The Rangers right now are not good.
I'll give you credit. You have the finger on the pulse of your teams.
Yeah, and that's all I be trying to tell people. That's all I be trying to tell people. It's because I discuss them, though. Anyways, I would lean to them today because of how bad Lugo's been. But even with how bad Lugo's been, I'm still on the under in this game. Call me crazy. I'm still on the under in this game. I know Lugo's given up 7 in his last 2 outings himself. And the total is 8.5. But one thing you got to remember is these are 2 of the most profitable under teams in baseball this season. Both of them. Look at how many times the Royals games this season have fell underneath the total in Kauffman. How many times Rooflaws come on this show and be like, Royals 3.5 runs or less.
Wow.
That was my Rooflaw voice.
Was that it sounded like you were, I don't know, it sounded like it was the Ruffalo with the pickle up his ass voice.
Wow. I'm just saying, man, it's an under spot for me here. I know Lugo's been bad, but if you're asking me, do I trust my Rangers offense to blow him up? The answer to that question is no, I do not. They're going to find a way to win this game if they win it 3-2. It's just who they've been this season. So I do lean Rangers. Don't love it. I love the under here in this game, however. I would lean A's at plus money in this game. I know it's Joe Ryan. He's really their only hope for wins these days. But I think a team like the homeless, their bats can do some damage to Joe Ryan. You know, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. I think this is one of the better plus money opportunities on the board. Feels like the Twins are overrated and overvalued simply because of starting pitcher. And he's good. I'm not a Joe Ryan hater. He's good. I don't know if he's good enough to lift this Twins team to $1.50, especially against a team that's fairly good offensively like the A's. So that's all I'm telling y'all. I'm talking value. I think there's value on the A's here. I am on the Yankees. Ooh, yeah, the Yankees. Everybody knows I got that plus 480 ticket for them to miss the playoffs. However, I don't think it's going to cash, and it's going to be my team on the outside looking in. Disgusting. It's disgusting. Anyways, here's the thing. This is the first home game back for the Rays. Am I correct? Yes, I am. This is the Rays' first home game back in Florida. They've been in Cali for a minute. They played the Giants, they played the A's, they played the Mariners, they played the Angels. They ain't been home since the start of the month. They just spent basically the whole month on the West Coast. Um, Yesterday they got home, kissed the wife, kissed the kids, the family, sat on their couch, got to sleep in their bed. They too relaxed, too comfortable. I really could go more into depth on this if you want me to. You know, they got to see their wives at home. Yeah, I know what they did. Ain't seen her in a minute. Come on, man. They too comfortable, too relaxed right now. Yankees come in there and punch them right in the mouth. Game one. That's my thoughts. I love fading teams first home game back after extended road trips. Every sport, football, basketball, baseball. Um, but I still think we'll be able to make money on Tampa. You know, I've been on Tampa a good bit. I just think this spot today is a really good spot to fade them. And y'all know me, when I'm betting Yankees, I'm betting them dominantly. So I'm laying a run line, I'm laying a 2.5, I'm laying a 3.5. The Rays just come out real relaxed today. A little lackadaisical after coming off the West Coast. Now back in that hot Florida sun. They've been in Cali, that good weather, 80 degree. Now they back in the 100, drenched, relaxed. Just a bad outing for them, I think. We'll see. See. Yankee spot for me today. And then I'll probably be on the Rays the remainder of the series. I also think the Yankees can get the Boz. Boz hasn't been as good recently as he was, in certain spots. Rodon, I somewhat trust him. Yankees. 1.5, 2.5. We'll see. That's it for me. Yep. Got the Rockies and the Dodgers. Sheehan versus Gomber. We got the Reds versus the Angels. Hunter Green versus Hendricks. Guardians versus the Diamondbacks. Tanner Bybee versus Rodriguez. And Padres versus the Giants. Tang versus Pavetta. I feel like this Padres game is pretty much unbettable. They should win this game today. But minus 235. Even fade the Giants, I think, is too hefty of a price for me to take seriously. And even on run line, even money, that's just not what I'm looking to do. Guardians, Diamondbacks. Who won yesterday? Guardians. I'm cool here. I just don't know what to expect from both these two teams on the daily. Like, these are hard teams to figure out, two hard teams for me to read this season. Reds, Angels. I'll take the Reds here. Reds are the better team. Not a bad price to pay with Hunter Green here, who is the better starting option. Reds are in the better form. Reds got it done yesterday. This price has actually come down. It's not $1.50. I see $1.30 popped up. So small link for me, Cincinnati. Yesterday, I'm going back to what we had yesterday. I think we're getting 2.5 at plus money again today with the Rockies. The actual run line is 3.5 today. Minus $1.25, 3.5. I don't think is a bad play. 3.5 runs at home with the Rockies in their current form. They're playing much better than you would think. And the Dodgers continue to be one of the worst favorites in baseball, especially on the road. Y'all know how much money we made fading the Dodgers on the road this season? A really pretty penny. I wish I would have been on the outright money line yesterday. And on principle, I got a sprinkle on the outright money line today. Would it shock me if the Dodgers blew out the Rockies like 8-2? No, it wouldn't floor me. They are the most talented team in baseball. But based on what all the data we have this season, talent does not equal wins in baseball the way you might think. So a lot of people called me crazy yesterday saying, you're taking the Rockies against the Dodgers. You're taking the worst team in baseball against the best team. You're crazy. I am. It's part of the reason why I'm a professional gambler. Rockies. 3 plus 3.5, 2.5, 1.5, half a run, money line, however you want to play it. Chris?
Yeah, the two I like here. I'm going to go Guardians plus money or even money, whatever you can find it, whatever price you can find it at. At a certain point, Tanner Bybee playing with fire, giving up 4 or 5 runs to start, it's going to come back to bite him in the ass because you can only do that so many times before your team doesn't back you up and you lose a game. The problem is, as bad as the Guardians have been against lefties this season, for me, I consider Eduardo Rodriguez, easy for me to say, I consider a bit of a slump buster. You could be a team that struggles against lefties all year long, but Eduardo Rodriguez can throw you some meatballs over the plate and get your offense right against lefties. I think that this is just a spot where the Cleveland Guardians, I think, are undervalued here. I think Bybee is still a solid option, even though he has given up his fair share of runs. I still think the Guardians can get it done here. I think when you boil it down, even if Bybee and Rodriguez cancel out here, I think the Guardians have the better bullpen by a mile. So I'm going to go with the Guardians in that one. And give me the Padres on the run line. Like I said, I got hosed with it on Monday because of that home run or the fan interference call. Here's the thing. Padres going up against Highway Tang. There's not going to be any fan interference for how deep these home runs are going today. You don't have to worry about fan interference there. Pivetta, do I have issues with Pivetta? Yeah, but with the San Francisco offense breaking out, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. They had a good first inning. Then what happened in the next 8 innings after that? Diddly squat, nothing. Cortez had a bad first inning, and other than that, San Fran had nothing. Pavetta's been much better at home this season. I think the Padres get it done and take the Padres on the run line.
That's Major League Baseball for the day, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 games from the WNBA. We got the Minnesota Lynx out on the road facing the New York Liberty. 2.5 point home favorites. We have the Mystics and the Sun. Mystics 6.5 point home favorites. And we have the Storm and the Sky. Sky 11.5 point home dogs. Aces Dream. Aces 2.5 point home favorites. And Valkyrie Mercury. Valkyrie 6.5 point home dogs. Chris, how you feeling in the dub today, my man?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a couple of dogs here. I'm going to go with Connecticut plus the 6 against Washington. For me, this just boils down to Washington being 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 as a favorite. This is a team that's been doing some damage, to people who've been betting against them. Problem is that a lot of that damage has been coming in the underdog role. Laying 6 here against the Connecticut team. It is 1-15 straight up on the road, but it's been a lot more competitive. I'm going to go with Connecticut plus the points here. And I'm going to go with Chicago plus the 11. I just think the Storm, they're probably the better team here, but I think that, could be getting Angel Reese back for Chicago, probably getting Ariel Atkins, Haley Van Lith back as well. So I just think that the Storm are a team that I do not want to have to lay 11 points with on the road where they've been so ineffective this season. Again, the Sky have been ineffective everywhere, but Storm laying 11, not for me. Give me the Sky plus the 11.
I'll work backwards. I'm on the Valkyries. You're giving me 6.5 in Valhalla. Sign me up. Coming off the ugly loss, I think this is a good spot for them. This is also a bounce back game at home that also happens to be a revenge game. They lost the last time they played the Mercury, which was in Valhalla. Final score in that game was 78-77. I'm expecting a similar game to that. Competitive, close. You give me 6.5 with the Valkyries. I'm grabbing it, especially in Valhalla. Aces Dream, tough game, extremely tough game. Two of the hottest teams in the dub right now. Aces playing their best basketball of the season. Dream playing really well. I'm grabbing points in this game. I want the 2.5 in my back pocket in a game that could be decided by a single bucket either way. The final factor for me here on why I like the Dream is the Dream have shown me that they are trustworthy on the road. They just beat up the Valkyries in Valhalla. I was shocked, floored that they did that. Shout out to them for that. They also, remember, first team to go into, technically second, but they did go into Minnesota, beat them. They've looked really good on this road trip that they're on, and I think they can keep some momentum rolling forward. Sky Storm is a tough game. The reason it's tough is the Storm have been outright embarrassing recently. Like, it's sad how bad a basketball this team has been playing. Personally, I think this is probably the bounce back spot. I would want to see the injury report actually for the Sky, see if Reese is back, Atkins is back, Lith is back. Even if they are back, I typically like fading teams that first game, getting the players back. They usually don't play all that well until that second game and on. So if the Storm are going to figure some things out, it should be here against the Sky. This is the same Sky team that just got beat up by Connecticut. It's the same Sky team. Look at their last 5. They've been aired out by everybody. So they could be getting some pieces back, which could change things. I know the Storm have been disappointing, but I would still lean to laying it. I'm a Mystics hater. I think the Sun are the worst team in the dub. Not my favorite game on the card. I would lean towards the Mystics. The Mystics have been good against the bad teams this year. Again, probably my least favorite of all of them. And the big one. Y'all know where I'm at, man. Sing it with me. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Links.
Man, I know, bro. I've been chasing the Liberty against the Lynx all season long. Lynx have beat them up. They've won all 3 meetings, but this game right here just falls into one of my favorite spots, one of my favorite situations. It's a lot of spots and situations running through this one. Bounce back game at home. It also happens to be a quick revenge game. They just lost to them out on the road. So quick revenge game, triple revenge game angle. It's a lot running through this one. Bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a triple revenge game, quick revenge game. Yep. I'm on the Lynx. I'm on the Liberty. Yeah, Stewart is still out. I understand. I believe Collier is still out tonight too.
She was doubtful.
Yeah.
Let me see if that's updated at all. Because it was flopping back and forth between will she
Yeah.
play or will she not?
I saw doubtful the last time I looked, but I'm like 90% sure she's not playing. This
Yeah,
line,
here we go.
so
Let's see projected lineups. Yeah, it looks like she's still out.
this the one, man. This the one. Finally, we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We covered all 21 games, man. All 21 of them things. Money making Tuesday. Chris, what you got going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium today, my man?
Yeah, for me today, I got my MLB pickoff play. That's my best bet on the board for Major League Baseball. You haven't been on it in the last little bit. I don't know what to tell you. 13-2 in our last 15. I'm ready to make some money with it today. Get bounced back after being screwed with the Padres yesterday, but it's fine. I really like today's play. I also got that as part of my 3-pack from Major League Baseball today. Still looking at a WNBA play that I'm working on right now. So, but either way, we're going to have baseball on the board for sure. Make sure you check it out over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Use that promo code PICK. Get 15% off your purchase, and let's get some money today.
Hop on with the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. 13-2 last 15. Sheesh. Hop on with the guy, man. Continue to do the damn thing. For me today, coming off a really good day. I went 4-1 yesterday. Y'all know what I tell y'all all the time. I tell y'all this all the time. I'm coming off a cold streak. You know, the last 2 weeks haven't been the best for me, but usually when the cold streak ends, there's usually an absolute heater on the back end of that. Like, I don't just be telling y'all this to tell y'all this. This is just my handicapping style. This is just how I operate. I don't know why that's the way. I don't know why sometimes I go through these lows. Um, but it happens that way. And usually, right when that cold streak ends, it ends in a major way. If you're an OG on the jam session, they'll tell you. Even the people here on this show in the comments, they'll tell you. Like, so I'm just telling y'all what it is. I got a couple plays today. I either 2 or 3 from the dub tonight. 2 for sure, maybe 3. And I have 2 from Major League Baseball today as well. So money making Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time. It's that time too. We're August. It's almost over. It came. It went. Oh my God. We're almost in September. Dog days. They're almost over. We're damn near in the fall. So with that being said, y'all know what's a great thing to do is hop on something long term. I didn't produce the best units during the summer. The summer historically has been my off season. Baseball is not a sport that I have over the past few years taken seriously during the summer. Football and basketball are my wheelhouses, and they're both right here on the horizon. So think about hopping on something long term, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to make this a profitable upcoming season, man. Money making Tuesday. You know what time of the show it is, man? It's parlay time. Parlay, 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 parlay. Chris, what you got for me?
Go with the Padres run line. Let's go with the Guardians. And let's lock in the Baltimore Orioles. It's plus money 3-teamer.
I ain't mad at that. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. Three run lines. Dogs haven't been doing me all that well. So let's switch it up, but still attacking plus money on all 3 run lines. First one up, taking the Detroit Tigers minus 1.5. Second one, we're taking the Miami Marlins minus 1.5. Third, we're taking the New York Yankees minus 1.5. Oh, yeah, the Yankees. Little 3-teamer. We'll see. We'll see. Switching it up. Switching it up. Switching it up today. See how the run line plus money favorites parlay does this today. See if I can squeeze out another one for y'all. If I were to go another one, I would go. Let me get y'all a dog one because I know y'all want it. We'll go with the. Let's get paid. Colorado Rockies, money line. Golden State Valkyrie, money line. Don't shoot the messenger. Let's just get paid, man. Money Making Tuesday. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. We'll be back same time, same programming tomorrow. I know Roof will be here tomorrow. The Don's a little under the weather, Mr. Rundown, so I'm not sure if he'll be here tomorrow or not. He may not. He may push through. And then I need to get in touch with Mark, see if Mark's on tomorrow. Mark might be on tomorrow as well, Mr. Zeno. So be on the lookout for that, man. Should be a good show tomorrow. Count down. We're just hours away from college football Saturday, man. College football Saturday. So be here or be square. We got a lot of new content coming for y'all here at Pick Dawgz as well. The drive-through is changing its format. No longer will that be live in the evening. It's going to be on demand starting tonight. So you'll be able to watch that tonight for tomorrow's action. NFL and college football show. Be on the lookout for both of those. Those will be coming and debuting here soon. Don't forget about the circuit contest. We'll be posting the links for you guys to put in your picks for the week here soon as we get closer to week 1 NFL action. Remember, those plays will not be ours. Those will be directly from the community. Y'all's plays. It'll be just a consensus of, whatever the top plays are from you guys will be what we enter for you guys. When we win, if we win, tough task.
No, there's no if.
Really tough task, but be donating to charity. So, yep. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all. Chris, any final words before we get out of here for the day?
No, I think you hit on the nail on the head. It's not, but the thing is, it's not if we win, it's when we win. When we win the circuit contest, gotta have that confidence. And so there's a lot of optimism and a lot of excitement when we were talking about it the last little bit. So ready to see how that goes. We're gonna all do this as part of the Pick Dawgz family. We're gonna make some money. So, but today, let's make it a winning day.
Appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all soon. We out here.